Today we are going to start with the remaining question answer part of the topic, that is the space mission. So let us see. So that day we were seeing orbits of the artificial satellite. We will start from that topic. Okay. What is meant by the orbit of a satellite? On what basis and how are the orbits of artificial satellites classified? The first thing that we are going to answer, what is meant by the orbit of a satellite? So let us see. An orbit is a specific path. Okay. An orbit is a specific path. It may be elliptical or circular, or trajectory around a planet in which a satellite revolves. Depending on the height of the satellite's orbit above the Earth's surface, the satellite orbits are classified as below. Okay. So first thing you should understand, that is what is the orbit of the planet. So it is the specific path around the planet in which a satellite will revolve. Now, how it is classified? On what basis they are classified? So it is classified depending on the height of the satellite orbit above the Earth's surface. Okay. So based on that, we have high Earth orbit, medium Earth orbit, and low Earth orbit. Okay. So let us see the high Earth orbit. So height from the Earth's surface is greater than 35,780 kilometers. If the height of the satellite's orbit above the Earth's surface is greater than or equal to 35,780 kilometers, the orbit is called as the high Earth orbit. Okay, means the height of the satellite, it is above the Earth's surface. The distance is greater than or equal to 35,780 kilometers. Okay, so that orbit is called as the high Earth orbit. A satellite revolving in an orbit 35,780 kilometers above the Earth's surface will take around 24 hours to complete one revolution. Okay. So this is going to take 24 hours to complete one revolution, and we know that the Earth also takes almost 24 hours in one revolution. Now, if the satellite is revolving in an orbit parallel to the equator, okay, pay attention. If the satellite is revolving in an orbit parallel to the equator, the time of revolution around the Earth, okay, parallel to the equator, the time of revolution for the Earth around itself, and that for the satellite to revolve around the Earth being the same. Okay, both the time period are same. So the satellite will appear to be stationary with respect to the Earth. Got it? These satellites are therefore called as the geosynchronous satellites. Why? Because they appear to be stationary with respect to the Earth. Therefore, they are called as the geosynchronous satellites. Since these satellites are stationary with reference to the Earth, they can observe a specific portion of the Earth continuously. Okay, as they are stationary, they will observe the specific portion of the Earth continuously. Therefore, they are used in the applications like the meteorology and for carrying the signals for telephone, television, radio, etc. Got it? So this is about the high Earth orbit. So what you have to remember, that height above the Earth's surface is, it should be greater than and equal to 35,780 kilometers. Okay, and these are the stationary satellite. Okay. Because the time period of revolution of the Earth and that of the satellite is equal, so it appears to be stationary, and therefore it is called as the geosynchronous satellite. Okay, and as it is observing the specific portion of the Earth continuously, therefore it is used in the application like the meteorology and for carrying the signals for telephone, television, and radio. Now the next one you have, that is the medium Earth orbit. Now if the height of the satellite orbit above the Earth's surface is in between, you have to remember this range. It is in between 2000 kilometer and 35,780 kilometer. Okay. So the orbits are called as the medium Earth orbits. So remember what is the range for the medium Earth orbit? It is between 2000 kilometer and 35,780 kilometer. The geostationary satellites orbit above the equator. Okay, so these geostationary satellites orbit above the equator. These are therefore not useful in the study of polar regions. For this purpose, elliptical medium Earth orbit passing over the polar regions are used. So you have to remember this point. So whatever the geostationary satellites are there, they are above the equator. Therefore, they cannot study about the polar region. So what we have to do for the polar region? Some elliptical medium Earth orbits should pass over the polar region. Okay. So these orbits are called as the polar orbits. So in these orbits, the satellites complete one revolution in 2 to 24 hours. Got it? So some of these satellites revolve in the circular orbit at a height of around 20,200 kilometers above the Earth's surface. Okay. Global positioning satellites revolve in such orbits. So you have to remember this thing, that to study about the polar region, some elliptical medium Earth orbit passing over the polar region are used. Okay, and that are called as the polar orbits. But there are some satellites which revolve in a circular orbit also at a height of around 20,200 kilometers. Okay, and these satellites complete one revolution in 2 to 24 hours. Okay. And global positioning satellite revolved in this medium Earth orbit. Then we have another, that is the low Earth orbit. Okay. Now here also you have to remember the range. If the height of the satellite orbit above the Earth's surface is in between 180 kilometers and 2000 kilometers, the orbits are called as the low Earth orbits. Okay. So you have to remember this thing, 180 kilometer, between 180 kilometer and 2000 kilometer. Then the satellites used for scientific experiments and atmospheric studies revolve in the low Earth orbits. Okay. So weather related studies are done in the low Earth orbit satellite. Depending on the height of their orbit, they complete one revolution in the 90 minutes. So you have to remember, for low Earth orbit, they complete one revolution in 90 minutes. Then International Space Station and Hubble telescope also revolve in the low Earth orbit. Okay, so this was about the classification of the three orbits. Then answer the following in one sentence. These questions can be asked for 1 mark. Okay, let us list few questions. What do you mean by the orbit of the satellite? So you have to write in one sentence, orbit of satellite is its path around the Earth. Okay. Then which factors decides the orbit of a satellite? The function of the satellite decides the orbit of the satellite. Okay, for what function we are using that satellite? Depending on that, we have to place that satellite in that particular orbit. So the function of the satellite decides the orbit of the satellite. Then next you have the question, what is a launch vehicle? So a rocket used to carry an artificial satellite to a desired height above the Earth's surface and then project it with a proper velocity so that the satellite orbits the Earth in the desired orbit is called as the launch vehicle. Then name the launch vehicle developed by India. So the launch vehicle developed by India is PSLV. Okay, Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle. So in this way, Some questions can be asked for 1 mark. Then next question which can be asked from this lesson, that is why it is beneficial to use satellite launch vehicles made of more than one stage. Okay. It is very important to read the question properly. Okay. Why it is beneficial to use satellite launch vehicles made of more than one stage. So here,
पण नाही, पण हे शिक्षकांना माणसं ज्याची स्पीड आहे त्याला तुम्ही त्याला तर रिझन देणार, त्याला पण नाही.
the major portion of weight in satellite launch vehicle is contributed by fuel. Okay. Thus, vehicles have to carry a large weight of fuel during their course of journey, isn't it? So, to overcome this problem of launch vehicles carrying heavy load during its entire journey, it is provided with more than one stages. So, because of this, the weight of the vehicle can be reduced step by step after its launching. For example, consider a launch vehicle having 2 stages. For launching the vehicle, the fuel and the engine in the first stage are used. Okay. This imparts a specific velocity to the vehicle and takes it to a certain height. Once the fuel in this first stage is exhausted, the empty fuel tank and the engine are detached from the main body of the vehicle and fall either into a sea or on an unpopulated land. Okay. Then as the fuel in the first stage is exhausted, the fuel in the second stage is ignited. However, the vehicle now contains only one stage. The vehicle can move with higher speed as the weight has reduced. Okay. So here, why the vehicles made of more than one stage should be used. So, what is the reason for that? We know that to launch the vehicle, it is very important that it should have that much of fuel. Okay, and large amount of fuel and load it has to carry, isn't it? But if you have the vehicle made of more than one stage, so step by step, what will happen? From each stage, when the fuel will be utilized, that part can be detached. Means that weight can be reduced. So this is the benefit of using satellite launch vehicle, which is made up of more than one stage. Okay. Then next you have what is meant by satellite launch vehicle. Explain a satellite launch vehicle developed by ISRO with the help of a schematic diagram. Now let us see. Satellite launch vehicles are used to place the satellites in their specific orbit. Okay. So, very simple answer. What is meant by satellite launch vehicle? It is like a vehicle which is going to carry the satellite and it is going to place that satellite in the specific orbit. Okay. So, right, satellite launch vehicles are used to place the satellites in their specific orbit. Okay. Now, the structure of Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, that is PSLV, developed by ISRO is shown below. Now, first you see the diagram, structure of PSLV made by ISRO. This diagram also can be asked in the exam. Okay, so you can see the different stages of this PSLV. Okay, so at the starting you have engine using the solid fuel which provides the initial thrust. Okay, so you can see here. So here you have engine using the solid fuel which provides the initial thrust. Then first stage using the solid fuel. Then you have the second stage using the liquid fuel. Third stage again using the solid fuel. Fourth stage is the liquid fuel, and again at the top you have the place for the satellite. Okay. So you can see that it is a vehicle with 4 stages using solid and liquid fuels. Okay. The weight of the vehicle decreases after each stage because of the consumption of fuel and that stage and detachment of that stage. Okay, we have seen in the earlier question that as the fuel of that stage will be utilized, it will be detached from that vehicle. Okay, so that the empty tank, it is getting detached from its body. Okay, so the vehicle moves with a higher speed after every stage because at every stage that empty fuel tank will be detached. Got it? Then it will be detached, and as I told that at every step as the fuel will be utilized, okay, it will be detached, and then the remaining vehicle it will move with the higher velocity. Got it? As we know that the functioning of the satellite launch vehicle is based it is based on the Newton's third law of motion. The launch vehicles uses a specific type of fuel. Got it? So the gas which is produced during the combustion of the fuel expands to its high temperature and is expelled forcefully through the nozzles at the rear side of the launch vehicle. As a result of this, a thrust acts on the vehicle which drives the vehicle high into the space. So here, the same thing you have to write that you have written for the previous answer. Okay, so this part you can write over there that at every stage, as the fuel is utilized, that part is detached from the vehicle and the weight of the vehicle is reduced or it decreases and it can move with a higher velocity. Then students, you have to study this diagram, structure of PSLV. Okay. Now, why are geostationary satellites not useful for studies of the polar region? So already this reason we have seen. Okay. Why the geostationary satellites are not useful for studies of the polar region? So we have seen that geostationary satellites they revolve in the equatorial plane of the Earth. Okay. So it revolves in the same sense as the rotation of the Earth, and its period of revolution equals the period of rotation of the Earth. Okay, it is stationary as observed from the Earth. So these are the stationary satellites. Okay, observed from the Earth, they appear to be stationary. So these satellites, they will not obtain any information about the polar region. Okay, it does not fly over the polar regions. Hence, geostationary satellites are not useful for the study of polar region. Got it? Okay, this is a very simple answer. We have already seen in the orbit of the satellite. Okay, so here as these satellites are stationary because they are in the equatorial plane and their period of rotation and that of the Earth is same. Okay, so they appear to be stationary as observed from the Earth, and it does not fly above the polar region. Hence, geostationary satellites are not useful for studies of the polar region. Distinguish between the high Earth orbit and the low Earth orbit. So as we have studied already about the high Earth orbit and the low Earth orbit, you can see the point. High Earth orbit. Height, first point you can write, height from the Earth's surface for this orbit is greater than or equal to 35,780 kilometers. And low Earth orbit, height from Earth's surface for this orbit is between 180 kilometers and 2000 kilometers. Okay. Then second point, satellite revolving in these orbits take around 24 hours to complete one revolution around the Earth, whereas satellites revolving in these orbits take around 90 minutes to complete one revolution around the Earth. So here in the high Earth orbit, it takes 24 hours. In low Earth orbit, it takes 90 minutes. Okay. Then the third point, the satellites appear stationary with respect to Earth. Okay, high Earth orbit. Then for low Earth orbit, the satellites do not appear stationary with respect to Earth. Okay. Then you can write the some example. Geostationary satellites. For high Earth orbit, we have geostationary satellites revolving parallel to equator of the Earth revolve in this orbit. And low Earth orbit, International Space Station and Hubble telescope revolve in this orbit. Okay. Then this type of question can be asked: observe the given figure and answer the following. You have to observe the diagram properly and you have to answer the following. So what type of question can be asked? Like which type of satellite is shown in the figure? Okay. So here you can see which type of satellite is shown in the figure. It is the communication satellite. Okay. It is the communication satellite. Now describe the phenomenon seen in the figure. What phenomenon is seen in the figure? Here you can see the two persons are shown. They are using the mobile. Okay. Then satellite is shown. Then mobile towers are shown. Okay. So here you will see, as shown in the figure, the signals are transmitted. Okay. As shown in the figure, the signals are transmitted from the Earth-based transmitter to the satellite. So signals are transmitted from Earth to the satellite. So these signals are then transmitted to the mobile tower, or mobile phone directly from the satellite. Okay. So in this way, the satellite helps in establishing the communication between different parts of the world. Okay. So you have to write this phenomenon. Then what is attached to the wings of the satellite and why? So we have already seen that photovoltaic panels are attached to the wings. Why? Because these panels generate energy to transmit and receive signals. Okay, so they make use of the solar energy. So in this way, by observing the diagram, you have to answer such type of questions. Then again, some short note can be asked, like moon mission. Now, since the moon is the closest astronomical object to us, the first space mission to objects in the solar system were the missions to the moon. Such missions have so far been executed by USA, Soviet Union, European countries, China, Japan, and India. Now, the spacecrafts in the Luna series sent by Soviet Union reached near the moon. Okay. Luna 2, launched in 1959, was the first such craft. After that, till 1975, 15 spacecrafts made chemical analysis of the moon and also measured its gravity, density, and radiation. Okay. So last 4 crafts even landed on the moon and brought the sample of stone and on the moon for analysis in the laboratory. So all these missions were unmanned. America also executed the moon mission from 1962 to 1972. Now the specialty of this mission was that some of these were the manned missions. So in July 1959, Neil Armstrong became the first human to step on the moon. In 2008, Indian Space Research Organization successfully launched Chandrayaan-1 and placed it into an orbit around the moon. Then it sent the useful information to Earth about a year. The most important discovery made during the mission was presence of water on the moon's surface. Okay, so India was the first country to discover this. So this was about the moon mission. Then next we have the Mars mission. Now next to the moon, the astronomical object nearest to the Earth is the Mars. Many nations send the spacecraft to the Mars, but the Mars mission is difficult. Okay, and almost half the missions were unsuccessful. However, the ISRO's performance in this mission is remarkable. Okay, and we all must be proud of it. The spacecraft Mangalyaan made by ISRO using the minimum expenses was launched in November 2013 and was placed into orbit around the Mars in September 2014. Okay, it obtained very useful information about the surface of the Mars and the atmosphere around it. Okay. Then India and space technology. So this type of questions can be asked for the short note only. So you have to write few points. India and space technology. India also has made remarkable progress in the science and technology of launch vehicles. Various types of launch vehicles have been developed to put the satellites having weight up to 2,500 kg into all type of orbit. Then PSLV and GSLV are two important launchers. Got it? So remember, PSLV and GSLV are the launchers. Okay. The scientific and technological feats achieved by India in this field have a significant contribution to the national and social development. Then INSAT and GSAT satellite series is actively working in the field of communication, television broadcasting, and meteorological services. Availability of television, telephone, and internet services all over the nation has been possible due to the satellite only. Got it? So today we can see that the communication process has become so easy, isn't it? It is all because of the satellite. We are getting the information about the weather time to time, about the various types of disasters. So all that things, it is possible because of the satellite. Then EduSat satellite in this series is used especially in the field of education. Okay. IRS satellite series is working for monitoring and management of natural resources and disaster management. Okay, so remember IRS satellite for natural resources, monitoring the natural resources and the disaster management. Then to exactly locate the position of any place on the Earth's surface in terms of its precise latitude and longitude, the IRNSS satellite series has been established. Okay, so we have made a lot of progress in this field. Then after that, some numerical type of question is also asked in the exam. Okay, now let us see this one numerical. If the mass of planet is 8 times the mass of the Earth, while solving the numericals, read the question very properly. Here, the mass of the planet is 8 times the mass of the Earth and its radius is twice the radius of the Earth. So what will be the escape velocity of the Earth? Okay. So here, first thing you have to write all the given things. Okay. So while solving any numerical, you have to write the given things. So the mass of the planet M is 8 times the mass of the Earth. So as it is 8 times, so here we will multiply with 8. Okay, the mass of the planet. So here it is given 8 into 6 into 10 raised to 24 kg. Okay, 8 times the mass of the Earth. So mass of the Earth is 6 into 10 raised to 24 kg. So therefore it is 8 times, so multiply by 8. Okay. So second thing, the radius of the planet is twice the radius of the Earth. That is 2 into 6.4 into 10 raised to 6 kilometers. Okay. And acceleration due to gravity value is given 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. Then . So your escape velocity for that planet, you can use the formula under root 2 gm upon r. So to substitute all the values, okay, 2 into the value of g that is already given. So you can see 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11. Okay, so that is substituted into mass, that is 8 into 6 into 10 raised to 24 upon r. You can see here for the radius it is twice, therefore we have multiplied that 6.4 into 10 raised to 6 kilometer by 2. So that is also substituted here. Okay. And by solving this, doing all the necessary calculations, here we get the answer, that is 22.37 kilometer per second. So the escape velocity for the planet will be 22.4 kilometer per second. Okay, so almost all type of questions we have covered. So let us revise the questions again. Yes, here. What is meant by artificial satellite? How are the satellites classified based on their function? Okay. So a man-made object revolving around the planet in a fixed orbit is known as the artificial satellite. Okay. Then based on their function, satellite is classified as follows. So here this is important. You should know this classification of satellite. So we have the type of satellite and the function of the satellite. So the first type of satellite we will see, that is the weather satellite. So what is the function of the weather satellite? Weather satellite, it is used to study and prediction of communication satellite. Function of the communication satellite, to establish communication between different locations in the world through the use of the specific waves. So that is a communication satellite. Then after that we have, that is the broadcast satellite. So the function of the broadcast satellite is telecasting of the television programs. Okay. Then we have the navigational satellite. Now, what is the function of the navigational satellite? Fix the location of any place on the Earth's surface in terms of its very precise latitude and longitude. Okay. So that is the navigational satellite. Military satellite. Function of this is to collect information for the security aspects. Then after that we have, that is the Earth observation satellite. So here, what is the function of the satellite? Study of the forest, study of deserts, oceans, polar ice on the surface, Earth's surface, exploration and management of the natural resources, observation and guidance in case of natural calamities like flood and earthquake. Okay, so these are the different type of satellite and function of satellite. Then also we have the name of the Indian satellite cities and their launch vehicle. So for first one, that is the weather satellite. So the name of the satellite is INSAT and GSAT for the weather satellite. Okay, and the name of the launch vehicle is GSLV. Okay, for weather satellite, INSAT and GSAT, and name of the launch vehicle is GSLV. For communication satellite, name of the satellite, again you have INSAT and GSAT. Again, the launch vehicle is GSLV. Okay. Again, for broadcast satellite, you have INSAT and GSAT, and the launch vehicle is GSLV. So the for first three case, okay. So for this first three, that is the weather, communication, and broadcast. So the name of the satellites are INSAT and GSAT. Okay, and their launch vehicle is GSLV. for all these three satellites: weather satellite, communication satellite, and broadcast satellite. Then navigation satellite is IRNSS. And its launcher is PSLV. Okay, PSLV. Got it. Then we have military satellite. Then again for Earth observation satellite, that is the IRS. And name of the launcher is PSLV. Got it. So this also you should know, because these things can be asked for match the pairs. Then okay, again we will see what is meant by the space debris and its management. This thing can be asked for the short note. Okay. Now we have seen that along with the artificial satellites, some other objects like the non-functional satellites or the parts of the launcher detached during launching and debris generated due to collision of the satellite with other satellite or any other object in the space are also revolving around the Earth. So all these things are known as the space debris. Got it? So it is very important to manage this space debris. Okay. How we are managing all the waste on the Earth. So similarly here in the space also, whatever the non-functional satellites are there, or the whatever the launch vehicles are being sent, and whatever the parts of the launch vehicle are getting detached from that launcher. Okay, so all that things are generated there. These are all colliding with the other satellites also, and they are creating the hindrance over there. So all this space debris should be managed. Now, up till 2016, there were about 2 crore pieces of length more than 1 centimeter, okay, revolving around the Earth in the form of debris. So these debris can collide with the satellites or spacecraft and damage them. So this debris is increasing day by day. So soon it will be difficult to launch the new spacecraft. Therefore, it is very essential to manage the debris. Okay. Some studies and experiments are being done to find a solution for this problem. So hope we get some solution for this problem. So regarding the space debris, you can write it very easily. Okay. Now, what is the importance of the space mission? Here, due to the space mission, the world has come closer, isn't it? So you can say that the world has become a global village due to the space mission. It has become very easy to contact a person in any part of the world within seconds. So we know the use of the mobile phone. Very easily we can communicate with a person who is in the other country also. Okay. So due to the internet, every information is available at our fingertips. We can gather information about the worldwide events sitting at home. The use of satellites can give us the advanced alerts about various natural calamities so that we can take the proper precautions. Isn't it? We come to know about the various natural calamities prior so that we can take the precautions like about the earthquake and all. Okay. Then during the war, the aerial surveillance can be used to get the information about the enemy action. Then it is also possible to explore the fossil reserves and minerals in the earth. Okay. In this way, due to its innumerable applications, the space mission or space technology has become an inevitable part of development of a nation. Okay. So it is, see, this is very important. We have seen that during the war, the aerial surveillance can be used. Okay. So it is possible to get the information about the actions of the enemy through this aerial surveillance. And even it is also possible to explore the fossil reserves and minerals in the earth. So as we can see that since there are innumerable applications of the space mission, so it has become very important part for the development of nation. Okay. Now see, this is also very important. Complete the analogy type of questions. So suppose a first person to go into space, that is the Yuri Gagarin. So this is the analogy they have given, and based on that we have to write for the second one. Then the first India to orbit the Earth in space, that is the Rakesh. Then second one GSLV, that is the Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle. Then what is the PSLV? It is the Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle. First artificial satellite is Sputnik. The first Indian satellite is Arun. Polar satellite, it can placed in the medium Earth orbit. Then International Space Station. So International Space Station, we have already seen, that is the low Earth orbit. Okay. Global Positioning Satellite. It is at 20,200 kilometers above the Earth's surface. So just now see, we have studied about the three orbits. High Earth orbit, medium Earth orbit, and positioning satellite. It is at the height of 20,200 kilometers above the Earth's surface. Okay. Then orbit of the Global Positioning Satellite. It is the medium Earth orbit. Then odd one out type of question. You have NASA, ISRO, IRS, and PRA. So from this, the odd one, that is the IRS. It is a satellite series, while others are the research organizations. Okay. Then second one, you have INSAT, GSAT, EDUSAT, and IRNSS. So here odd one is IRNSS. So it is a polar satellite, while other are the geosynchronous satellites. Okay. Then as we have seen, choose the correct alternative can be asked for 1 mark each. So 4 options will be given. From that, you have to select the one option. So which of the following is not a benefit of the space mission? So other three are the benefits. Like A option, it is possible to get advanced alerts about natural calamities. Yes, so this is a benefit. One can gather information about worldwide events sitting at home. Okay. Then C option, they create a lot of space debris. And D option is it is possible to explore the minerals and fossil reserves on the Earth. So option C, you can see that it is not a benefit of the space mission. They create a lot of space debris. So your answer is option C. So there are dash attached on both sides of an artificial satellite as wings. So you have options solar photovoltaic cells, fuel tank, motors, cameras. So correct option is A, that is solar photovoltaic cells, because they are making use of the solar energy. Then main function of Indian remote sensing satellite is. So you have the 4 options: to study the weather, to fix location of any place on the Earth's surface, to establish communication between two different places, and to observe and guide in case of natural calamities like flood and earthquake. So this is the function of the Indian remote sensing satellite. Option D is the correct answer. Then satellite revolving around the Earth at a height of 400 kilometers above the Earth's surface has a time period of about. So it is as it is above the height of 400 kilometers. So it will be placed in the low Earth orbit. And for that, the time period we have already seen that it is a 90 minutes. So correct answer is 90 minutes. Then this this is also important type of question which can be asked. Okay, so for this you should know the type of satellite, function of the satellite, and name of the Indian satellite. So let's see. IRNSS. So its function is to fix location of any place, and It is the navigational satellite. Then INSAT and GSAT function is weather study and predict, and it is the weather satellite. Then IRS. So it is for the study of forests, deserts, oceans, etc. and observation and guidance in case of natural calamity. Okay. So it is the Earth observation satellite. So this type of question, that is the complete the table and all. This type of questions are asked, and very easily you can get the mark for this type of question. Okay. Complete the statement type of question, true or false type of questions, that also we have seen. So high or orbit, medium Earth orbit, and low Earth orbit. As I told that you should remember the range for this year. High Earth orbit, so height from the Earth's surface, it is greater than or equal to 35,780 kilometers. Okay. Mostly geo, the stationary satellites are there. Okay, they are stationary with respect to the Earth because their time period is same, that is 24 hours. They are also called as the geosynchronous satellite. Medium Earth orbit, so the height is in between 2,000 kilometer and 35,780 kilometer. Okay, then here some middle or orbit satellites are elliptical to study about the polar regions. Okay. Then low Earth orbit have the height above the Earth's surface, it is in between 180 kilometer and 2,000 kilometer. Okay. So mostly the atmosphere related studies, this type of satellites can be placed in the low Earth orbit. Okay. And they complete one revolution in around 90 minutes. Then International Space Station and the Hubble telescope revolve in the low Earth orbit. So almost all type of questions we have studied here. Hope you understand all this type of questions, very simple and easy chapter. So thank you all students. Ma'am?
Hello, teacher.
Ma'am,
Madam,
yes, madam.